Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and that means the return of the African American Heritage Rodeo at the National Western Stock Show, a celebration of history and heritage of black cowboys. And I'm joined by a couple of special guests here on this Monday. We have the CEO of Black Rodeo USA, Lynette Campbell, is with us here on this Monday. And we also have Wes Allison, the well-known CEO of the National Western Stock Show. Well-known in these parts, Wes. Can you guys talk about, take turns if you'd like, but can you both talk about this partnership and how it all came together?
Yeah.
Sure.
Go ahead, Lynette. You're good.
We were first, when we got a call to come to Denver, of course, for the National Western Stock Show, we were elated. The partnership came together out of the need to have someone still continue bringing the rodeo, the Martin Luther King Rodeo, here to the Denver area for the National Western Stock Show.
Yeah, it's such a celebration for us, 20 years of celebrating Dr. King's life and that heritage, that Western heritage that we have, and the history of the black cowboy and how he has been so integral to the Western, way of life. And so we're just so thrilled to partner with Black Rodeo USA to continue this tradition that we have, for many years to come.
Let's talk more about it. Black Rodeo USA, some of our viewers may not be familiar with this. Talk about the history and how did that come about?
We are launched out of Phoenix, Arizona. Our flagship rodeo comes out of Phoenix. And so we have been in existence for the past 15 years. The rodeo is celebrated the culture, the history, everything that we can do to present a platform for African American competitors to compete. So we scam the country from Florida to Tennessee to Las Vegas, Arizona. But it's very near and dear to our hearts to make sure we provide that opportunity for African American competitors.
Wes, I had my first taste of the National Western Stock Show on Saturday. First time I got to see the event in person. Can you just talk about how important partnerships like this are overall to the event?
Yeah, for us, it's about engaging the community and, the Western heritage and the history of 120 years here in Denver and what all that means, and that Denver truly is a cow town. And that's how we got started. And so, we engage with, so many different aspects of the rodeo, from our, Mexican rodeo extravaganza to, our African American Heritage Rodeo, and so PBR and PRCA. And so it's really a celebration of cowboy and cowgirls. And that's really what we want to do, and continue that, depth into agriculture and the things that we do to connect rural to urban and really show folks about what Western heritage is.
Let's not forget, there are 7 full days left of the National Western Stock Show. It runs through this coming Sunday. But let's get back to the day at hand, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Can we talk about maybe 1 or 2 of the events specifically that are happening today in honor of Dr. King?
Well, the rodeo itself, we know the rodeo spirit belongs to us all, and Dr. King had that dream, so we want to make sure we continue to provide that opportunity. We want everyone to come out and celebrate Dr. King in their own way. We know there's marches going on today. It's a day off. We have day of services, but also the rodeo is happening. So it's a great partnership again with the National Western Stock Show to have this MLK Rodeo. I think that gives honor to Dr. King itself.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. I think that Lynette says it right. It's one of those deals where his legacy for us is also about work and reaching out and bringing the community together. And so Lynette's exactly right. That's what the rodeo is about. And, we're excited to welcome, a near sold out crowd tonight to the Denver Coliseum for a great time and a great event.
Lynette and Wes, we thank you both for being here, because I know it is going to be a long day for both of you. But you started it with us here on 9 News Morning, so thanks again for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.